This is Nightline.
Tonight, THC drinks sweeping the adult beverage industry. Why some are sipping this instead of this.
Physically, alcohol would wreck me. And so now, by incorporating THC, I feel so much more myself.
The drinks made with cannabis exploding in popularity as more Americans rethink their alcohol consumption but still want a little buzz.
It takes off the edge. It helps calm me down.
What you should know before trying it yourself.
There's a little bit of the Wild West.
Plus, Squid Game. We sit down with the director and stars of the worldwide sensation, back for its third and final chapter.
시즌 2가 너무 클리프해ing으로 끝나서 너무 팬들을 오래 기다리지 않게 만들어드리기 위해서 제일 빠른 시간 안에 시즌 3를 내놨어요.
With even deadlier games, higher stakes, and a conclusion to the hero's journey.
왜 나만 살려둔 거야? 네가 나한테 원하는 게 뭐야?
What has fans buzzing about a possible spin-off?
There's a saying, never say never. So.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, you might be seeing these at barbecues and picnics this summer. THC beverages infused with the same active ingredient as cannabis. As more Americans are re-examining their relationship with alcohol, these drinks are taking the market by storm. But how safe are they? Here's Nightline's Ashin Singh.
It's the drink that seems to be showing up everywhere. It doesn't have alcohol, but it'll still give you a buzz. They're THC drinks made with the active ingredient in marijuana.
It says THC-infused seltzer.
I love these personally because I can feel relaxed and I know what I'm going to be expecting.
5 milligrams of THC, 10 milligrams of CBD.
So I didn't read the bottle, and now I'm hearing from you guys that the serving is 1.5 ounces, and I had 8 to 10, so I had 4 servings.
Reality star Bethany Frankel posting on her TikTok that she tried a sip or two.
Wonderful.
And she isn't the only one. Actor Seth Rogen, co-creator of Houseplant, launched his own drink, promoting it on Instagram.
This sparkling water has 0 calories, 0 sugar, delicious flavors, and it will make you feel, I guess the opposite of low.
And so did co-host of The View, Whoopi Goldberg, partnering with Pure Genesis, calling her drink Whoop Tea.
This is the fastest growing adult beverage category liquor stores and alcohol industry has really ever seen.
Many of the target consumers, women like Brie Giglio.
It takes off the edge. It helps calm me down. I feel like especially as a mom, you have 8 million things in your head all the time.
The #1 growing demographic is the soccer mom between 30 and 45.
As more Americans become sober curious or stop drinking alcohol entirely, some are turning to these THC drinks as an alternative to drinking alcohol.
It doesn't feel like you're smoking or vaping. There's a real stigma associated with that very often. And so when you're wanting to be social with people, what's the big deal about carrying, holding a drink?
The market for these hemp-derived beverages has seen an explosive growth. In 2023, it was estimated at $239 million. It is expected to reach $4.1 billion by 2028, over a 1,600% increase.
It will blend into social lifestyles, so bars, restaurants, entertainment venues. You'll be able to get a THC beverage at a concert just like you will, getting a beer or a cocktail.
This is maybe my new favorite. It's this hand cream that has CBD, but it smells so good.
39-year-old Abby Calabrese is also one of those busy moms trying out these products.
From 5 milligrams to 3.5.
She says when she lived and worked in New York, alcohol used to play a big part in her life, maybe too big.
When it came time to get up for work the next day or struggle through morning meetings, and I would literally be shaking and I was sick to my stomach, and I was like, that can't be right.
She says she worried about how alcohol would affect her.
I would think to myself, well, once I get married, I'll naturally start to drink less. And then that didn't happen. We would go out all the time. And I was like, okay, but once we have a kid, then I'll start to drink less. But that's not what happened.
She says when she realized how much alcohol was consuming her thoughts, she decided to go cold turkey. Abby isn't the only one turning away from alcohol. A recent survey found the percent of adults under 35 who say they drink alcohol dropped from 72 to 62% over the past 2 decades. And new data and studies have underscored the dangers of alcohol. Abby says she turned to mocktails and then eventually THC-infused drinks.
I want to have something that's going to have complex flavors and really feel like I'm also having a celebratory drink or whatever it may be. Physically, alcohol would wreck me. And so now, by incorporating THC, I feel so much more myself. I would almost equate it to a yoga class, a sound bath, a sauna, where you just feel really relaxed and you kind of drop into that different feeling.
Now THC seltzers are popping up around the country from gas stations to liquor stores, even in states where marijuana sales aren't legal. That's because of a 2018 federal farm bill that nationally legalized THC derived from hemp plants, as long as the plant has a THC content of 0.3% or less, allowing beverage makers to use those plants to make drinks.
The farm bill has made products that are hemp-derived legal in all 50 states.
From cannabis, you get marijuana. Marijuana is the part of the cannabis plant that is harvested for its high level of THC. Hemp is the part of the cannabis plant that's harvested for its low level of THC.
But just because they may be legal for people 21 and older doesn't mean these products are strictly regulated.
It varies state to state, so it is a little bit of the Wild West.
Last year, Diana Eberlin founded the Coalition for Adult Beverage Alternatives, which includes several popular THC seltzer brand manufacturers.
We absolutely believe that we need more regulation to clean up the marketplace. What we're really racing towards is preventing a child from getting hurt. No one wants these products in the hands of kids.
In South Carolina, we found THC drinks right next to energy drinks. In Texas, we found them in the same fridge as regular flavored seltzers. Both of these finds at gas stations. These drinks can range from 2.5 milligrams of THC to as high as 100 milligrams.
We really consider 5 milligrams a single dose. I see people every day for whom 5 milligrams is a megadose. That's way too much. THC can increase your heart rate. So instead of feeling relaxed, they may feel anxious. They may feel paranoid. They may feel physically nauseated.
Abby said she has accidentally overdone it.
One time I tried a seltzer and I had been so used to 5 milligrams, I didn't realize this one was 10 milligrams. So that's a little warning to everybody to double check. And so immediately I started to feel really strange. I felt like everything was a little bit dense. So it was a little bit scary.
Experts caution that drinking a THC seltzer is not the same as drinking a glass of alcohol.
Your alcohol tolerance does not compare to your THC tolerance. There's no correlation between the two.
And unlike alcohol, drinking THC beverages on a full stomach can actually increase their impact.
With cannabis and cannabinoids, it's actually the other way around. We have increased absorption and bioavailability, and you have a full stomach.
We have limited information and limited data on THC that is smoked or THC that's in edibles. The same goes for these THC drinks. We don't know what long-term use looks like. There is certainly data that has been established that shows that THC can be addictive.
Many medical experts caution against using THC in any form. For those who do, they advise start low and go slow.
What works for your friends doesn't necessarily work the same way for you.
So I think the more regulation and the more that this can just be put into our culture in a kind of traditional way would be amazing. And then that also enacts a lot of safety protocols that should be into place as well in terms of like dosage testing.
Abby now shares her journey away from alcohol on her podcast, Alcohol Free Rebellion.
Having alcohol out of my life feels like true freedom. I don't have to do the mental gymnastics.
To have a platform that allows someone who's considering this alcohol-free journey or is early on, if I can be that buddy to them and open up a place for them to feel safe and heard and seen, that means the world to me.
Our thanks to Ashin. Up next, we're one-on-one with the director of Squid Game, pulling back the curtain on the new season of the global smash. Is it really the last season?
못된 놈들은 나쁜 짓을 해놓고.
Welcome back. You know, Squid Game became an absolute global phenomenon, attracting massive viewers and becoming Netflix's most popular series ever. I got to sit down with the guys at the center of the zeitgeist, the director and his leading men, to chat about the show's brand new third season and what might lie beyond.
You know what that means. The game is on. The third and final season of the global sensation Squid Game is here. We caught up with the director and his two leading men to get the scoop.
Once again, you look like a K-pop band.
뭐 하는 거야? 게임하지. 시즌 2가 너무 클리프행어로 끝나서 너무 팬들을 오래 기다리지 않게 만들어드리기 위해서 제일 빠른 시간 안에 시즌 3를 내놨어요.
The series, a chilling game of survival. Contestants competing in classic children's games for life-changing money and life-and-death stakes. The Korean language show sparking a worldwide phenomenon. From the UK and Seoul to right here in New York City, where the guys introduced me to the games at the real-life Squid Game experience. Oh. Spawning parodies like on Saturday Night Live. Even a reality show spin-off, Squid Game, The Challenge. Netflix reporting Squid Game is its most popular show ever, with nearly 600 million views across the first 2 seasons alone. And its latest installment already shattering records. Once again, the Squid Game's hero, Song Ki-hun, who's been through hell and back, fighting an unfair system, played by veteran Korean actor Lee Jung-jae.
Your character seems to have lost all hope. He's led this rebellion, all his friends are massacred. What does this journey in season 3 say about how to come back from the depths of despair?
기운이 도저히 더 이상 나락으로 떨어질 수 없는 정도로 몰아넣고 그 안에서 또다시 희망을 찾게 되고 그러면서 기운이 이루려고 하는 그 목표를 조금씩 향해서 올라가면서 어떤 그런 희망을 기운에게서 표현하고 싶으셔서 더 낙차를 더 크게 둔 것이 아닌가라고 생각합니다.
왜 나만 살려둔 거야? 왜 날 안 죽였어? 대답해! 이유가 뭐야?
And Lee Byung-hun, known for his other villainous performance in the G.I. Joe series as Storm Shadow.
My path was chosen for me by my enemy, who framed me for killing the Hardened Master.
Now fully catapulting to international fame as the Squid Game villain, and back in his role as the frontman, pulling the strings behind the scenes after infiltrating the game disguised as a player in season 2.
대부분은 굉장히 즐겁게 왔다 갔다 하면서 재밌게 촬영을 했던 것 같아요. 배우라는 게 사실은 어떤 캐릭터의 성격들을 어떻게 꺼집어내서 극대화시키면서 보여주느냐가 배우의 어떤 그 직업적인 어떤 능력이 아닐까라는 생각이 들어요. 그래서 그런 측면에서는 굉장히 재미있는 어렵지만 재미있는 그런 촬영이었던 것 같아요.
Byung-hun, you've enjoyed success in Hollywood. What's it like now enjoying this level of success, but from a Korean production?
헐리우드의 경험도 해봤지만 사실 이 작품은 우리나라의 이야기고 우리나라의 크리에이터가 만들고 또 한국의 배우들과 또 한국어로 만들어진 이야기를 이렇게까지 엄청난 전 세계적인 어떤 사랑과 성원을 받게 된다는 게 생전 경험해보지 못했던 그런 경험을 지금 하고 있어요. 그래서 사실 뭐 너무나 지금
All 3 seasons making biting social commentary.
What are you saying about man's inhumanity in man? Some see it as a commentary on how elections have bad outcomes and how democracy itself is sometimes flawed.
시즌 1, 2에서 결국은 우리의 경제 체제와 정치 체제에 대한 문제를 다 얘기한 셈이 되었어요. 그러고 나니까 정말 세상이 더 답답하고 암담해 보이고 그 안에서 남아있는 어떤 우리의 작은 희망을 끝까지 찾고 쫓아야 하는가라는 이야기를 시즌 3에서 해보고 싶었습니다. 그래서
And putting the disenfranchised in the spotlight as those on the fringes of society are recruited by sinister overlords to compete in the series' deadly games. Something the show's creator and director Hwang Dong-hyuk says he can relate to.
이걸 2009년에 처음에 영화 대본으로 썼다가 너무나 많은 그 실망을 안고 많은 거절을 당하고 사실 저한테 상처가 되었던 작품이 이렇게 십수년이 지나서 저에게 가장 큰 영광을 안겨다 주는 작품이 되었다는 이 사실만으로도 사실 잊을 수 없는 경험이죠. 저한테 많은 정말 교훈을 가르쳐준 이 큰 사건이었고요.
The new and final season features even more deadly games, higher stakes, and a conclusion to our hero's journey.
This is a direct quote from you, Director Hwang, on what fans can expect from season 3. You said it's going to be more brutal, more violent, darker, and funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Funnier?
Yes, there is funnier moment. You'll find a funnier moment in every single game in season 3. Jump Fluff is I believe, the funniest game among the whole seasons. I mean, if you see it.
Funniest meaning people are dying, but it's still funny.
정말 그게
Or it's
잔인한
almost
순간.
like absurdist.
Yeah. 자기 뺨을 때리면서 막 소리를 지르면서 자책하는 장면이 나오잖아요. 근데 그런 순간에 이제 사람들은 웃음이 나올 수밖에 없는 거죠. 그래서 오징어 게임은 좀 그런 그 계속되는 이 감정의 롤러코스터와 그 로우 포인트와 하이 포인트가 있는 그런 작품을 만들려고 했습니다.
뭐 촬영하면서 보면 빨리 줄어들었으면 좋겠다고 계속 그날 어떤 날 많이 사람들이 죽으면 그날 굉장히 기분 좋아하세요. 이제 얼마밖에 안 남았다 막 이러면서.
That's hilarious.
Because less people means less work for me. So, I mean, to be honest, we started with 456 people on the set and 200 crew members. So it was crazy on the very first day of shooting. So I cannot wait to see all people just gone and like have less people on the set. To work just less, give me like less pain and less stress.
The season concludes with a superstar cameo from Oscar winner Cate Blanchett, leaving fans speculating.
I know this chapter closes, but are you open to reopening the door to that universe for a spin-off or something else?
There's a saying, never say never. So yeah, I never close the door. I'll keep it open slightly.
Just like a suspense
so
director.
So we can revisit in the future in the right time. But we'll see. It's still up in the air.
And when we come back, it was just another day at the beach until a baby deer appeared in the water. And finally tonight, this was no ordinary rescue. Lifeguards in Florida saving a swimmer in distress, a baby deer. Chase Hunter and Leo Peters becoming heroes when they saved the deer from drowning, and the sharks started circling. The two straddled the creature across the board, which they then used to carry the exhausted little deer to shore. That's a happy ending. And that's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here, same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.